All right, guys, here we are, Seattle Mike MMA with friends. It is time, and what a legendary career this man has had. Anderson the Spider Silva, and we all have the pleasure of watching him one more time tonight against a man whose style was compared to Anderson Silva when he was on The Ultimate Fighter way back on season 17, Team Jones versus Sonnen, and that is Uriah Hall, a fighter who I remember saying on The Ultimate Fighter, saying he did crazy moves that he learned from playing Tekken. And this stylistically, we could not ask for a more interesting matchup in my mind. How's everybody doing? MMA or Nada says Silva getting the trick, not the treat tonight. How dare you? You're talking about a legend, my friend. We'll see. He is almost a 2-1 underdog tonight at 45 years old. But we're not talking about a normal human being. We're talking about the Spider. One of the greatest of all time. Show some respect. I say he takes it tonight. Maybe it's a wish tonight. Maybe I'm kind of betting with my heart tonight. But if so, so be it. And I'm a fan of Uriah Hall. As well. It's not like I have anything against Uriah Hall, but man, growing up watching Anderson Silva, the first two fighters, myself and young David came face to face with, was at the weigh-in for the first UFC Seattle. One of them was Carlos Condit, who was there signing autographs. The other one was Anderson Silva, who showed up out of nowhere, even though he wasn't fighting, at that event to sign autographs. And it was very awesome. We were all leaving. And then all of a sudden, I'm a ways back, and I see this crowd, and somebody's came out, and everybody's going back over. And there's this crowd coming, and I could see that shiny, bald head from 100 feet away. I knew immediately it was Anderson Silva, and we went sprinting over there. Phil says hero. I don't know enough about a Hall to make a prediction. A good fight is what I'm hoping for. Uriah Hall's never in a boring fight, man. Hall is a journeyman, but stylistically, Silva too old to keep up with Hall today. In my mind, for Silva, a lot of it's going to come down to the legs. And that might sound silly to some people unless you know the history. Of course, he busted his leg basically in half. Check, against Chris Weidman, when Chris Weidman checked one of his kicks. And then a few fights back, a fight against Jared Cannonier, he injured that leg again. So it's been an issue in old age. That body has went through war. How many times? A lot of times. This guy was champion for almost 2,700 days, 16 consecutive UFC victories during that time. 13 of them championship defenses, and then a couple times going up to light heavyweight, and some just doing the UFC a favor when some different fights fell out. This guy used to fight a lot. We don't see him a lot now. It's been sporadic throughout the last couple of years. Some because of injuries, some because unfortunately he failed a drug test late in his career. And let's just put it out there for what it is. I don't endorse that with fighters that, do things outside of the cage that I disagree with. I can't endorse it with Anderson either. But that doesn't mean I still don't have a lot of respect for him. At one point in time, Spider was not beatable. Age gets us all. Absolutely, Yogi Jones. Age makes cowards of all men. And eventually, you can push back age. You can fight that fight for as long as you can. Can Anderson Silva fight off age one more night for his last fight? Bobby Green, 9 years older than Thiago Moises, 1 inch taller at 5'10". Bobby Green will have a half-inch reach advantage at 71 inches. All right, we are live. Main card, first fight of the main card in the middleweight division. Happy Halloween, folks. Staying in drinking tonight. Oh, I'm getting my drink on tonight, Phil. Happy Halloween, Joe Yogi. Man, Alexander Hernandez striking looks waves above. Yep. Yeah, that was impressive. I did say. All right, a plus 250 underdog out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is 13-4 as a professional. Thiago Moises. I feel like a half of the guys in the UFC are named Thiago. Fighting out of Fontana, California. He's a minus 310 favorite tonight. A UFC veteran at 27 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw. Bobby King Green. First night not trick-or-treating in a long time, over a decade. Yeah, it's a different world right now. I'd say that's an understatement. It's a different situation than any of us have obviously have dealt with in our lives. But here we go. Keith Peterson. He was out smoking cigars and drinking beer in the back before the fight, but he's in the cage now. And PBR Street Gang with the first donation of the night already says, hi, MMA Mike. Hello to all in chat. Thank you for the generous donation. PBR Street Gang. Also one of our premium members along with Greg Brimstone and Milton Nelson. Moises starting out with some vicious looking leg kicks here. Nice right hand from Green. And left from Green. And I am going to throw some predictions out here tonight. Real quick before this starts. I've been trying to do it more lately. I got Bobby Green. I got Bryce Mitchell. And I got Anderson Silva for the top 3 fights. Nice straight right there from Bobby Green. Nice front kick to the body there from Green. And a front kick to the knee. Oh, also I have Greg Hardy. And if there's any other fights on the main card, I don't remember what they are. So, nice little spin kick there from Moises. Good jab to the body there from Green. Oh, nice exchange there. Right hand lands for Green. Keith Peterson better lay off the Pepsi. Yeah, I see Bryce running through Fili. I've seen a lot of people picking Fili, though. Oh, nice right hand there from Moises. I mean, you never know. This is a UFC. It's the top of the food chain. And Moises shooting for the takedown. Oh, lifts Green up in the air. Green trying to grab the fence there, but Moises bringing him to the center of the cage and slamming him down. Oh, Green dumps him. Great transition, and Green now in the north-south dominant position. I'm not sure if Green really knows what he wants to do here. Now he's sinking in the guillotine. I mean, that north-south dominant position, it's a great guillotine position because when they get up, now you can land those knees. There it is, knee to the body as he breaks halfway through the first round. Good transition there for Green. Nice front kick to the knee. Oh, nice 1-2. And a front kick to the body. Nice right hand from Moises. Green, kind of doing his best Anderson Silva impression. Fights a lot with his hands down like Anderson. Uses a lot of head movement. Nice front kick to the knee. Oh, beautiful lead left hand from the southpaw position. I guarantee you, oh, nice front kick to the knee there from Green. I guarantee you he has watched a few Anderson Silva fights in his lifetime and emulated a few of his moves. Nice 1-2 there from Green. And Phil D says, one love. Thanks for all the fight commentary, Mike. And the $5 donation from Phil D. Thank you, sir. Bringing the tip up to $8 already. You guys are awesome. Happy Halloween, by the way, everyone. Nice leg kick there from Moises. Oh, jabbing a big right hand there from Moises. Another big right hand, and Green looked like he might have got a knuckle in the eye there. I don't think there was a poke. I'm not sure. Nice front kick to the knee there from Green, but Moises definitely had his eye hurt there. 1-2 from Green. All right, Mike, the goat of watch along. Well, thank you, Darren. No, I appreciate it. Been a while, been broke as hell, but I appreciate these. Hey, I appreciate your donation. Thank you. We are doing trivia tonight, Paul Perez. And I got quite a bit of trivia tonight, actually, too. Oh, nice front knee kicks there from Green and a 1-2 right hand from Moises. And, oh, nice front kick to the body there from Green. And we'll throw our first trivia question out here in a second as this first round ends. All right, first round ending. Everybody refresh your browser. Oh, and a big 1-2 at the bell from Moises. Refresh your browsers. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Throw the first trivia question of the night out here on Anderson Silva's retirement party. All right, Anderson Silva debuted in the UFC against this knockout artist. Who was Anderson Silva's first fight in the UFC against? And be ready, because we might have a few of these Anderson Silva questions tonight. And PBR Street Gang with the donation of Phil D. We'll get him on the next round. Got to get the round up. But thank both of you guys for the generous donations. And we'll see here if anybody's got the answer here. Yes, Paul Perez says, Chris, it was Chris Lieben. Nice front kick to the knee there from Moises. Hello, my hardcore MMA fan, says Paul Perez. And yep, you got it. Paul Perez, you got it first. Chris Lieben. Congrats, sir. And Green just waiting to counter Moises, waiting to see what's coming in there. Nice defense there from Moises to block that front kick to the body there from Moises. And you can see the in between round scoring. If you wanted to bet after the first round, the odds changed a lot. Moises was a 3-1 underdog. Now it's just a minus 185. You could have got minus 185 on Green, plus 145 on Moises. Good takedown there from Green and the side control. Nice knee from Green as Moises gets up. I gave Green the first round. I have him up 10-9. I would be happy to take that in between round scoring. That's almost a gimme to me. Not that Moises doesn't have a chance. Nice elbow there from Green, knowing his position there. Oh, and Moises going for a heel hook. Reverse heel hook attempt here from Moises. Green attempting to fight. He needs to defend the heel hook that Moises is trying to put on him instead of trying to go after his own submission. A hard hammer fist to the body. Green could be in trouble here. Oh, he is really starting to extend that. Green fighting frantically to escape this heel hook. And now he's out. Nice little slip. Front kick to the body from Green when they get up. That was a big move in this from Moises, though. Nasty leg lock. Indeed. Great escape. I agree, Mernada. Oh, Mr. Roper from Three Scout. Little tribute to late Sean Connery. Yes. R.I.P. Sean Connery, the first James Bond. Nice right hand to the body there from Bobby Green. Front kick to the knee and the left hook to the body. Bobby Green, he's such a fun fighter to watch. Nice right hand combo there. Oh, and the big left there from Bobby Green. And, I mean, he's a veteran. It's a shame that he took the time off when he did. Side kick to the knee and a body shot. He had some frustrations from, a couple decisions that he felt should have went his way that didn't. I think this guy is highly talented, though. Nice right hook to the body there from Green, the front knee. And a jab from Green. And I'm telling you, in between rounds, I hope somebody had the time to take the advice, to take the in-between round betting and get Green at minus 185. I think that's a steal. Oh, nice. Nice little 1-2 there from Green. Clinches, lands the knee. Moises is going to want to try to take this to the ground again and use the submissions, but Green doing a good job of keeping this in the center of the cage. Another knee kick, another jab to the body. That kick to the knee, he's landing those every time. Oh, nice exchange there. They both land right hands. Good leg kick there from Moises. And fourth fight of the year for Bobby Green, and in a shortened season, if you want to call it that, a shortened year because of the quarantine. It's only October, and this is already his fourth fight, 3-0 here in 2020 for Bobby Green. Making up for last time. Wait till cancer, cold treasure cancer, Sean Conn. Oh, jeez. Just ignore him, MMA or nada. Just like Joey Diaz. Ignore him, Joey. Oh, nice right hand from Moises. He's grandfathered in. I don't care what they say about him. Oh, flying knee attempt there from Green, but Moises catches him with a body kick. Oh, and a counter right hook from Moises at the bell. Another flying attempt there from Green, and Moises. Great time. What's up, Iman Report? He says 1919, and I agree with you. Thiago Moses, between the leg lock attempt, the takedown, and the shots there at the end, those last two counter shots, I think, sealed the round for him. And Bobby Green's got to he's got to get a finish or put the pedal to the metal here. This is becoming not so easy for him. And Phil D, thank you for the donation also there in the first round. PBR Street Gang and Phil D with the donations tonight. Premium members, like I said, this is sponsored by premium members Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR Street Gang. There as well. You want to be a premium member, just hit that member spot, and you'll see on there how to the different tiers and how to get yourself some special perks. What's up, Joni Lamani? Good to see you, my friend. Good exchange here to start the third. 4:20 left in this fight. Oh, nice right hand there from Green. Nice front kick to the knee there from Bobby Green. Some pizza. Happy Halloween, sir. Hey, I'm having a good night, man. Gonna have me some drinks, starting with some hard seltzers, and gonna move on, I think, to some margaritas before the night is over. Nice combination there from Green. I don't know. I gotta watch my immune system. I haven't had a day off, and it'll be going on 3 weeks now. My helper's off in Hawaii. Nice 1-2 there from Moises. Couple of good front knees there from Bobby Green. Oh, a nice right hand and a left hook there from Green. Happy Halloween, Yogi Jones. I think Silva subs him. Oh, that would be cool. That would be interesting to see Anderson Silva get a submission in this last stanza inside the octagon. Nice left there from Bobby Green. The front kick to the knee. Green's got a bad cut by his right eye, though. I'll keep an eye on that. I know it was only 3 minutes left in this fight, but I'm having a hard time seeing. There's a lot of blood all over his face here, appearing to be coming from Bobby Green's eye. Gonna get... I like Bobby Green. Yeah, I like Bobby Green too. I gotta keep the politics out of it, though, man. Thank you, Yogi Jones. Appreciate it. Weird beard, though. Sorry for the... Hall's gonna get starstruck and hesitate. Nice left hand there from Moises. Oh, nice right hand from Thiago. Oh, big right hand from Moises, and Bobby Green might be in danger of getting upset here. Nice front kick to the knee there from Green. And this is, oh, nice spinning kick there from Moises. This is a big, a really big argument against how we score MMA fights. You see total strikes, 66-28 in favor of Green, and he dumps Moises on his back for a moment and lands a couple of right hands. I like the 20-point must system. I know a lot of guys maybe don't, and I think that would have gave Green a 2018 in the first round, would have gave Moises a 2019 in the second. And Green, wow, going for a submission off his back there, going for a straight arm bar off his back there, but now gives Moises his back, and now turning into Moises. Moises has got incredible jiu-jitsu himself. Nice elbows there from Green. Moises needs to be more aware of where he's at there. Green's been able to throw those elbows back when Moises is behind him and land them almost every time during this fight. He's had an opportunity to. Wow, and this fight is so even right now, and we're coming down to, the last 35, 40 seconds here. I mean, the 10-point must system. Well, 10-point must system. No, I want a 20-point must system. Maybe it's not the best system, but it'd be better than what we have. Nice right hand from Moises. Good straight right from Green. Left there from Moises. Nice right hand from Moises. A right from Green. A left hand from Moises. Front kick to the face for Thiago. Right hand for Green. Right uppercut for Moses. Front kick to the body for Green. Nice left hand. Good right hand there from Green. Wow. I mean, wow, that is a bad gash on Green's right eye. He made it through, though. It wasn't bleeding into his eye. Iman report. I was just about to say the same thing. I agree with you. I have that last run at 10-10. This fight, you know, it's a round apiece in the first two. And, you know, going tied into that last round, I just can't justify giving that round and deciding the fight to either fighter. I have it a draw as well. You know, good performance from both guys. I kind of expected Green to be a little more dominant. You know, I'm not sure if it was, you know, Moises getting better as the fight went on or more Green, you know, getting tired. But Moises was, you know, he definitely was much better in the second half of the fight. Surely up Anderson Silva goes out in a good performance, win or lose. Far too often we see these legendary fighters going out in your last fight an embarrassing knockout. Yep. I want Spider too. I want him to win, man. I like Uriah Hall, but this is Anderson's fight, man. This is his retirement party. And I would love to see Anderson Silva clean house. Here's his official scores. All three judges scored the same. 29-28. Unanimous decision. Thiago Moises and Bobby Green looking a little excited, looking a little surprised. I'm a little surprised it was all three. But God, that third round was so close. It could have went either way. And like I said, me and Iman of the Iman report both had it, you know, 28-28. But, you know, going for that Kimura from his back and ended up in a bad position maybe cost Bobby Green that fight. Sometimes you take chances. Sometimes they don't pay off. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Let's get the algorithms up. I think there's probably a few reasons for it, but views, I don't know if you've seen, are way down on this channel. There's a lot more competition and things out there. Luckily, you guys have came through with the donations and the watch time and pulled up the slack for me, so I'm not too worried. But who's commentating? You got Michael Bisbing, and I believe it's John Anik with him tonight. Wow, and that was, yeah, it could have went either way, but you can't leave a close fight like that to the judges. Torrin Brown in the house. Good to see you in some pizza. And Michael Bisbing will be interviewing Thiago Moises here. And while that's happening, let's throw out another trivia question. Paul Perez got the first one. He's got points on the board. But everybody refresh your browsers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Next trivia question. After being compared to Anderson Silva on Tough Season 17, Uriah Hall was upset by this UFC veteran in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Who defeated Uriah Hall in the Ultimate Fighter finale Season 17? What's up, Pedro Games? My favorite commentator is Michael Schiavello. I would love to hear him call for the UFC fight. And Wyatt Matheson gets it. Hello, Wyatt, over there in Canada. Kelvin Gastelum, a guy that I have underestimated every opportunity, and he almost always proves me wrong. Good to see you, Wyatt. How's it going up north? Fight Physics with Roxanne Modafferi. New streaming and a new Fight Lore streaming tonight on UFC Fight Pass. For those of you that still have it, I do still have UFC Fight Pass, even though we don't get so many exclusive UFC fights. There's a lot of content on there right now, especially if you like kickboxing. They go with the Glory Kickboxing, they have Lion Kickboxing, and way back before that, some early 2000s kickboxing. But next week, Alex Perez will challenge, November 21st, Alex Perez will challenge Davison Figueiredo for the flyweight championship. And Kevin Holland also looking to get 4 wins in 2020, taking on Charlie Ontiveros. And this is his UFC debut. I think that's spelled wrong for Charlie, but I will fix it when they put his name up there again. Nice sunny day, can't complain. You always underestimate Kelvin too. There's a couple of guys, for some reason, I always underestimate Kelvin, and for whatever reason, I never give the credit to Jack Hermanson. I always bet against him too, and he usually proves me wrong as well. I believe in those guys now, though. That one championship card was fire. Anyone see it? I did not, MMA or not. If I get time, I might have to check it out. I don't know, man. I might only end up getting to see some highlights. Kelvin is a screw trap, or you're right, Song Pizza. Ontiveros. All right, I was. Oh, did I? I almost got it right. I think it just one letter off there. All right, let's throw another trivia question out real quick before we start the next one. Tony Ferguson and Bryce Mitchell are the other two I almost always think will lose, and they never do. Well, I'm taking Mitchell tonight, though. Of course, I took Bobby Green, and Bobby Green's just one of those guys that I think of as he's like a perpetual underachiever. It's like he has a fight and he just takes his foot off the gas pedal and does just enough to lose, or just enough to give the judges enough reason to possibly go against him, and he did it again tonight. It's frustrating. I think that guy's a really talented guy. Answers Al Gore. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hoping Hardy gets his domestic battery on tonight. I got him going tonight. You bet on Hardy, so I'm really going for him now, right? All right, guys. Next question. Anderson Silva owns his highest rank of 5th degree black belt in what art? What art does Anderson Silva have his highest belt in, a 5th degree black belt? It is not BJJ. He does have a BJJ black belt, but not a 5th degree. Is UFC going to put on Covington versus Masvidal? What are they waiting for? That fight makes too much sense. I have not heard anything on it being official. Think about his style and what he uses a lot. I think we're just going to be playing guessing games. I didn't even know this till this week when I was... What's up, Zoltan Bazay? Says Muay Thai. No, he does have a black belt in Muay Thai, which I guess I found out is a thing. I didn't think it was, but it's not a 5th degree. All right, I'm going to give it up because I think somebody's just going to have to Google it at this point. Taekwondo. He's got a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo. Started training Taekwondo, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and Capoeira in his teens. When he was living with his uncle and aunt. His parents, for those that don't know the history of Anderson Silva, his parents were basically so poor that they sent him to live with his aunt and uncle because they couldn't afford to support all the kids. Yep, he was in Capoeira, but not the 5th degree black belt. Good knowledge, though, Wyatt. Paul Perez had it, but after I called it, Taekwondo, my girl's beach. I like it, MMA or not. Sadly, Masvidal don't want that smoke. I agree, Damon. I don't think, whatever you want to say about Colby Covington, I don't think he's turning down any fights against anyone. I think anybody you ask that guy to go against, he's going to take the fight without question. Kevin Holland's on a 3-fight win streak, all 3 in 2020. Most clinch strikes in a UFC middleweight fight, 149. And a stellar accuracy rate, almost 60% striking accuracy. And Charlie Ontiveros, man, what a hard first fight in the UFC. He's a Taekwondo and karate black belt. Got 4 wins by knockout. Coming into this with back-to-back wins by knockout. Yeah, Lemon, do you? Yeah, that autocorrect. That's great. Colby dominated Masvidal and trained for the past 10 years. Leon versus Kazmat is so crazy to me. Blackmailed into it. Yep. All right, Charles Ontiveros, 2 years older at 29. Holland an inch taller at 6'3". But he will have a 7-inch reach advantage at 81 inches. Kevin Holland's one of those guys that you say have a fighter's body, kind of like Bruce Lee. Really long arms and legs. Fighting out of Houston, Texas. In the blue corner, he's a plus 550 underdog. 11-6 as a professional, making his UFC debut. Charlie Ontiveros. Wow, what a tough debut. And across the cage of violence, everybody was kung fu fighting. Kevin Holland out of Fort Worth, Texas, a minus 800 favorite tonight. 19-5 as a gladiator. Kevin Holland. And the Trailblazer bows to his opponent as is his tradition. Mark Smith is the referee. Here at middleweight, Charlie Ontiveros, biggest underdog on the card tonight. Will he make a name for himself, or will we forget his name as soon as we heard it? And Kevin Holland looks to be the first guy to go 4-0 in 2020. Bobby Green would have beat him by a few minutes if he had not laid off the gas in that last fight. Oh, big right hand from Ontiveros! He counters Holland and floors him in the first 10 seconds. Holland misses with a big spinning shot. Oh! And a standing axe kick from Ontiveros. And Holland doing some showboating in here. But a nice body kick there from Holland. Good right hand. And he's going to get right in and clinch with Ontiveros. Wow, Kevin Holland, he got hit with a few strikes from Ontiveros, and he's like, I'm going right to my wrestling with this dude. This guy seems dangerous on his feet. And right into side control. Ontiveros almost bridges out of this. Dominant north-south position here for Kevin Holland. Back to side control now. Now back to the dominant north-south and some hammer fists and some slaps right on the face there from Kevin Holland. You hear the sounds of those slaps there. And now he's going to maybe work on a head and arm here. Oh. And interesting north-south position going on here. Kevin Holland's going to switch back to side control. Nice little short elbow for Holland. Oh, big elbows here for Holland. And he hasn't cut Ontiveros open yet, but and 3 big right hands to the body there from Holland, and Holland dominating on the ground here. Nice little elbow to the body. And you know something I don't see? I don't know if I remembered seeing it. I don't know how effective it would be. You see foot stomps sometimes, but when a guy's hammer fist and they hammer fist to the body, to the head, or about just taking your fist and just punching the guy right in the nerve on the top of the foot. And that can't be comfortable. Yep, R.I.P. Sean Connery on pizza. All right, and Ontiveros doing everything he can to try to get up. Right hand from Holland, he does, but Holland, it's like he's going to dump him right back down on the ground. Nice sweep, gives him a little kick to the back of the calf. Oh, and a tap from Ontiveros. Well, they're saying it's a chokeout. I'm not sure if it was a chokeout or if he popped his rib out. I want to see the replay here. I think he popped his rib out. Now, look at the left side there. I'm not even sure that he had a choke on. I've seen that reaction. I've had that before. I think he might have tried to bridge up and dislocated his rib. Let's rewatch that. Well, he's already got that mark on his body there. Let's rewatch this. There's the body lock. Oh, it's still hard to see the angle. Maybe kind of a little neck crank. Oh, there was no tap. Oh. Okay, so I think he might have been out when he hit the canvas. And Bisping saying maybe it was from a clash of heads. But not called. Kevin Holland getting the victory. Charlo Ontiveros, maybe an unfortunate issue. And Kevin Holland calling out Israel Adesanya, who has a ringside seat there. I think Kevin Holland's just a few slots off from challenging the champion. But takes advantage of the opportunity with Adesanya right there. Yeah, I think it was a clash of heads. I think it was either a clash of heads or he knocked him out when he slammed his head on the canvas. We'll see what Kevin has to say about it, but that was an interesting ending there. I would not be happy if I had bet on Charlie Ontiveros, I'll tell you that. What's going on, Clavid? Guys, I know we're just a few days away from the election, but if we could please refrain from politics we just got a few more days to get through this. I'd appreciate it. All right, guys, let's throw another trivia question out there. And refresh 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Anderson Silva. Back to Anderson on his retirement night here. He trained jiu-jitsu and was given his 3rd degree black belt by this grappling expert. What grappling expert gave Anderson Silva his 3rd degree black belt? This guy also competed in the UFC. Wow, and they're going to have to bring in a stretcher for Charlie Ontiveros. I think it might have been a clash of heads. Wyatt Matheson with the second in a row. You are correct, sir. It was Nagaro. I believe Minotauro. So 2 minutes, 39 seconds the first round. And they're going to mark this one as a verbal submission. And that's why I thought maybe pop this rib out, because it's so painful. You heard like a yell. And that's one of the only things I really ever hear like a yell out of from a fighter, because these guys are so impervious to pain, generally sparring and fighting all the time and stuff. But popping that rib out, there's I haven't seen anybody that's not been able to make a reaction from that, but it appears like it actually might have been a clash of heads. Kevin Holland making no arguments, though. And let's see if we can get a better angle on this. They're going to show us a better angle. Oh, see him Bisping saying the same thing. I'm that Ontiveros possibly dislocated his shoulder or popped a rib out. That's my thought. That's what makes sense to me, because he wasn't out. And it might have been the shoulder, the way he slammed down, because a rib is usually when you're pushing up. Often done when you're bridging, trying to bridge a guy off of you. But first man to 4 wins in 2020. Congratulations to the Trailblazer, Kevin Holland. And Kevin Holland saying, I'll take these last second fights, but I would like to fight somebody with a little bit of a name. Hey, let this man eat, Dana. He wants it. Test him. Sink or swim. Sink or swim. Kevin Holland. 10 first-round finishes. Kevin, you're young. Take that easy money. I'm not saying it's completely easy, because he got hit with a couple good strikes there, but, the guys that are constantly being thrown in there against killers, they're complaining and never getting an easy fight. And Holland, he's been in the opportunity to take, not always necessarily easy fights, but last minute fights where he comes in the big favorite. I just realized 90 seconds behind on the stream. I press pause to answer the door for trick-or-treaters. What time is it where you're at, Song Pizza? It's still very bright outside here, but it's just before 5 here in Seattle. All right, let's throw another trivia question out there. Everybody should still be refreshed. Leading up to his fight with Vitor Belfort, Anderson Silva was rumored to be training with this martial arts movie star who claimed to teach him a, quote, special technique. Anderson Silva later landed the kick heard around the world. Who was the mixed martial arts movie star who supposedly taught Anderson Silva this special technique? Song Pizza, you're correct, but MMA or not, it was right before you with Seagal. No one's trick-or-treating my neighbor. It's stupid virus. Yeah, I don't expect to get any either. MMA or not. Oh, you should have just put Seagal. Song Pizza, you might have beat him, but MMA or not, good job, sir. And Machadi, you had it as well. Steven Seagal, biggest hack in the industry. I actually disagree, Song Pizza. He is the only sensei ever from the United States, or the first, and I believe still the first ever, to actually teach in Japan. He owned a dojo and taught in Japan. Steven Seagal, he might be fat and out of shape now and older, But he has some legit skills. And it's not just all the Aikido thing. I mean, I knew a guy in high school. His dad was a Aikido instructor, and even he kind of inferred to me a little bit that Aikido was, a little bit of a bullshit art. And I hate to be disrespectful like that, but from what I've seen, I kind of tend to agree with that. But Seagal's definitely got some training beyond Aikido. I actually think he's mostly legit. Definitely cringe. What's up? Guajardo Brothers MMA. How you doing, my friend? You and the brothers still fighting? You guys got any fights coming up? I haven't heard from you in a while. The boxing and MMA fighting Guajardo Brothers. Have you seen Seagal running movies? Such a joke. I don't know about his running. I remember though. I don't remember him seeing a lot of running. But that's interesting. Next Contender Series will be Wednesday, November 4th, coming up this Wednesday. So that's not a bad night for me. And then don't forget, guys, Thursday, every Thursday for the next at least 3 weeks, it looks like Bellator's new night is on Thursdays. So Contender Series this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Thursday, we will definitely be doing Bellator. As well on Thursday, Corey Anderson making his Bellator debut against Melvin Manhoff. And then the next week, it goes back to Tuesday for a Contender Series. But can't wait to watch some of those. Oh, time was behind, said Cloud. I'll give you guys time to refresh again here soon. Seagal, the man needs a stunt double just for his belly. Skills don't translate to MMA. Runs like he is still learning basic coordination skills. Oh, Jesus. He gained a lot of weight, man. I mean, I remember watching him. I'm in my 40s, guys. I'm 42 years old. I remember watching those early 80s movies, like Hard to Kill, Marked for Death. We're talking about like 84, 85. Under Siege. Maurice Green, 9-5, warming up in the back. And he can warm up all he wants. I think he's just warming up to be a victim of this man, 6-2, Greg Hardy. Talk about let a man eat. Greg Hardy's about to eat Maurice Green, medium rare, in my opinion. But that's why we fight the fights. Bellator seems to be falling behind big time. Really boring fights. The main event was a bit disappointing between Douglas Lima and Gegard Mousasi. I mean, Mousasi won it. I kind of expected that just because he's the heavier fighter. I wish Lima would have been a bit more aggressive. I think he could have won that fight. It was definitely there for him. Hardy by KO. I agree. Sasso the squinting down to a T. Mad TV was stacked back in the day. Oh, that's great. And Wyatt, you bet on Greg Hardy, correct? I think Wyatt Matheson's got some money running on the next one. Hardy brought his inhaler. Well, that's good. The main event was a snooze fest. I hear you. That was a snooze fest. Tonight is a booze fest. Happy Halloween. Everybody gets your drink on. You deserve it. How often do you get a Halloween on a Saturday night? Well, the answer is every 7 years. So, not real often. Lucky 7 every 7 years. It's a full moon tonight, a blue moon tonight, couple nights from the election. Maybe the Aztecs were just a few years off, eh? Sasso can do a lot of great impressions. Sasso? Who's Sasso? breaks a waiter's neck because he walked in front of the scene. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Next fight up, Maurice Green and Greg Hardy, heavyweights. Does anybody have Maurice Green going into this fight? Because I don't say this very often, but I'll wait for you to put it out there first, and then I'll tell you what I think of your prediction. Mike, I agree with you, but don't open up a can of worms. I won't open up a can of worms. Just a can of alcohol. How's that? Green is absolutely trash. Yeah, this is going to be a mismatch, I believe. Of course, how many times have we said that? And then, sometimes it doesn't come out that way. So another trivia question out there before we start this fight, though. And the champ is here. The former champ, former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva, is in the building. All right, guys, everybody refresh your browser. Uriah Hall is here as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, all right, guys, here we go. Uriah Hall high-fived this fighter several times, including at the beginning of the third round in his first official UFC fight. After a split decision loss, he was criticized for having no killer instinct, including criticisms from Dana White. Was not Gray Maynard, wrong weight class. Uriah Hall high-fived this fighter several times in his first official UFC fight. After a split decision loss, he was criticized for having no killer instinct. This guy recently fought and retired in PFL. Last season of PFL. Wyatt Matheson, you are correct. John Howard, I had a feeling you were going to get that one. Uriah Faber. Did I say Uriah Faber? I apologize. Did I say Uriah Faber instead of Uriah Hall? I apologize if I didn't grab it. Let's go Hardy. Wyatt still got... Oh, no, you said Hall. Okay. Oh, I see. You mix it up with Uriah Faber. I got it. I thought I said Hall. But generally, when you misspeak, especially with some of these long podcasts and stuff, I understand why guys say things and they say they don't know they say them, because I don't remember saying them sometimes. Or, you say something that you didn't mean to and you don't even realize it. Like, calling somebody crazy horse. And then they hang up on you and you're sitting there wondering why. I mixed it up. You said Hall. Thank you. Hi to the gals at the moment. Well, happy Halloween, Clavin. You deserve it, sir. Just hopefully nothing hard. Hopefully just some sticky green stuff. Don't want you like ODing on heroin in the middle of my stream or something. All right, everybody's refreshed. Let's throw another trivia question out there before the start of the next fight. Anderson Silva walked away after knocking this fighter down, thinking he had the knockout. I thought it was a walk-off knockout. The referee did not stop the fight towards the end of the round, only to lose a controversial decision. And I thought Anderson actually knocked this guy out cold. I thought he got ripped off. Happy Halloween. He hope he doesn't. Wyatt Matheson, you are correct. Michael Bisping. What was your opinion on that, though? Why do you think Bisping was out? Wyatt cleaning house tonight without Billy here. Just the green. Anderson won that fight. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he won it both times. I thought he knocked him out, and then I thought he beat him again on the scorecards. But I know Michael Bisping. He was a tough guy. Nobody get offended. A lot of heart, a lot of cardio, tough as shit. You could not get a decision against that guy in England. It just wasn't happening. You could literally knock the guy out 3 times. And if it went to the bell, they were giving that dude the decision. I thought he lost to Chris Lieben there in London as well. He only had one eye. That's why. Hey, that is true. You know, I got to give him even more credit for toughness. For sure, after learning that he fought so many fights with one eye. And I guess he's, I didn't learn this until recently, but apparently he's having both of his knees replaced with like bionic knees. His knees were that bad. So, I mean, how rough was MMA fighting on Michael Bisping? He's going to be a complete cyborg. I felt bad for the guy. Back-to-back submission wins. I hear from Maurice Green, but I think he's going to be crying uncle tonight here, probably in the first round. All right, Maurice Green, 2 years older than Greg Hardy at 34 years old. Maurice Green, 2 inches taller at 6'7". Both men 80.5-inch reach. So Greg Hardy, on the second time, came in at 264.5. The first time he missed weight. If he had not made weight, he would have been the first fighter in UFC history to not make the weight at heavyweight. Came in at 266.5 the first time. They gave him an hour and he lost 2 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, a -330 favorite tonight. 6'2" and 1 no contest as a professional. Greg, the domestic woman beater, Hardy. Oh, come on, guys. That's funny. Don't get offended. And across the cage, fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, he's a +260 underdog. 9-5 as a fighter. Maurice, the victim, Green. All right, referee. We finally got a professional referee in here. We got Herb Dean in here for this one. Greg Hardy looking like he's smoked about 6 pounds of weed in the back. More of Jack's Kano mix. Equal rights are. Oh, God. All right, guys. Here we go. Nice front kick to the inside leg there from Hardy. And Hardy told Bisping he's about 285 about a week out. Damn. Oh, big right hand from Hardy. Another right hand. And here they come. Brutal ground and pound. Right hands and hammer fists. Hardy making a hamburger out of Maurice Green's face right now. Oh, Hardy going for a submission there from the bottom, but not able to get it. Hardy is just such a physical guy. He is just so frighteningly violent. And you look at him and, you look at his face and maybe not since Tank Abbott have I seen a guy take such glee in hurting people. And he's really pounding on the body of Green right now. And there's a big left hook upstairs. Big elbows. It's over. Haha. You never know when the heavyweight starts swinging what could happen. Yep. Never seen Hardy grapple before. What's up, Adam from Allen? Maurice Green, don't deserve an intro. Wow, though, I can feel the love for Maurice Green in the house tonight. And Hardy in half guard, pushing his head up against Maurice here. Nice short elbow there from Hardy on Maurice Green, who somehow is still in the UFC. Oh, and Herb Dean telling Hardy, watch your fingers. You know, Hardy been no stranger to controversy since starting his career in the UFC. And Herb Dean looking down, making sure Hardy's not poking those fingers into the eye. Oh, big elbow there from Hardy. Of course, Hardy having a disqualification loss from landing a knee to a down opponent. And then the no contest for sneaking a little puff in between rounds. Nice left hook there from Hardy and a big hammer fist. A short elbow from Hardy. And I mean, 265, 266 and a half, 285 a week ago. For a guy that big in the NFL, that tall and that athletic, that's really not a thing. It's really not that uncommon. And both of these guys breathing hard. Nice front kick to the body there for Green. Maurice Green really sounds like he could use an inhaler right now, though. Nice inside leg kick from Green and a jab. Lands from Maurice. Hardy knows how to get attention. Yep, heavyweights is like a box of chocolate. What's up, Greg Brimstone in the house? Oh, nice body kick there from Hardy. Oh, Green going for the head kick. Hardy blocking most of that. Hardy's got Green backed up against the fence there, but eats a knee coming into the body. Oh, Hardy feints the overhand right. Getting better every time inside the octagon, learning a few more skills. Nice left hand there from Hardy. Oddly enough, when he really got my respect as a fighter, he doesn't have my respect as a man because of the wife beating thing. Nice leg kick there from Hardy, or girlfriend beating thing. But as a fighter, so early in his career, in a loss against Alexander Volkov, really had a good showing for a guy so young in his career. Nice right hand there from Hardy. Happy Halloween, Clavid. Brimstone's happy Halloween, Greg. Hope everyone's having a good one. Hey, it's a good night, man. It's a good night for a fight. Nice front kick to the body there from Green, coming down to the last few seconds here of round one. Nice right hand to the body there from Hardy. And then coming down to those last seconds. There we go. Round over. First round. Greg Hardy. Both guys tired. Neither one of these guys exactly cardio kings. Iron Report says 10-8 Hardy. I can't disagree with a 10-8 round there. I'll give it to you. All right, guys. Round two. Man, after a long week, I was so happy to be able to do Bellator on Thursday. And then this Saturday, this is just a fresh of breath air. I'm really happy to be with you guys tonight. Last Saturday, I really enjoyed it, but I was feeling so worn out. And I was just, it was maybe the first time that I haven't been sick that I've been doing it, that it kind of felt a little bit like a labor. But then, of course, I'm always glad once I start doing it, and I was. But Thursday and today, really enjoying myself. And Herb Dean calling time out to tell Greg Hardy, hey, stop freaking poking Maurice in the eyes while he's on the ground. That's not cool, bro. And he says, I know what you're trying to do because you're a sick bastard. You're trying to cover his mouth with your hand, but you can't be poking his eyes. Greg Hardy trying to make a bowling ball out of Maurice Green's head. Inside leg kick for Hardy and a nice straight right there for Green. Green's corner needs to throw in the towel. Yep, how'd Bobby Green do? Greg, disappointing. Won the first round. It was a typical Bobby Green fight that he has a lot of them. Started slowing down in the second. Did just enough to lose the third. And lost 29-28 on all three scorecards. Nice exchange of leg kicks there. Good jab there from Green. Oh, Green going for that head kick again. Oh, big left uppercut from Hardy! And big hammer fist. And I thought Green was unconscious now, but he is just putting a beating on Green. Boom, boom, boom. Playing the drums. And Greg Hardy with the second round knockout. Maurice Green complaining about the stoppage, but man, he was getting hammered. Greg Hardy was doing a number on his head. I mean, that was that drum performance was like a good impression of the Beatles' Helter Skelter. Unfortunately for Green, it was on his noggin. And boom, lands the big uppercut. Oh, nice left uppercut. Snaps his head back. But yeah, Hardy's just, and this one was just a matter of time the whole time. Hardy versus Tuvasha should be next. Oh, I'd like that. Lost the decision. Damn it, well, can't win them all, I guess. Yep. Pretty sure we're all rooting for Bobby Green tonight. You ain't alone, Brimstone. Yep, they should do Maurice Green versus Stephen Struve. Oh my God, for the worst heavyweight in the UFC. Winner and loser gets cut. Hardy versus Tavasa would be good, Adam. That is a good fight. That's right, Mike. Struve should retire again. Yep, glad they stopped that. Big boy was gassing hard. Yes, he was. How much change did you pick up tonight, Wyatt? I think Wyatt had a couple bucks on that fight. Greg Hardy traded his ex to Dana White for a UFC contract. True story. I believe that MMA or not. Oh man, that is too much. All right, guys, $35. I'm happy. Hey, $35 is $35. Nice. So you put down 100 to win. That's easy money, though. You don't want to bet a whole lot because it's heavyweights and like, who was it that said? Good description said the heavyweights is kind of like a box of chocolates. It was a MMA or nada. Yeah, you're correct. So, something strange can happen, and Hardy definitely was gassing, but probably not as bad as Green was. All right, Greg Hardy with the win by TKO, $112 of the second round. Took care of his business and his second job here in the UFC. Now he can go back out there and get back to his full-time job in sex trafficking. He's going to take a picture with his team before leaving the octagon. He is a violent man, though. All right, guys, let's throw another trivia question out there. After we watch that replay, there's the big overhand right earlier and a big right there from Hardy. Almost ended in the first round. And big elbows and, trying to pull Maurice Green's eyes out of his head as well. And 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys. In 2008, Anderson Silva stepped up to light heavyweight for the first time as a middleweight champion in a non-title fight. Did this as a favor to the UFC for a main event. I can't remember who ended up. I think somebody couldn't make the fight and they needed somebody for the main event. Anderson Silva stepped up to light heavyweight. Who did he fight? Anderson. There it is. Billy Hughes in the house. You are correct. The Sandman, James Irvin. Spontaneous is right behind you. Hughes is here. No point playing trivia. Oh, Hughes. Happy Halloween, Billy. Good to see you in here. And while we're refreshed, we'll throw another one out here. To boxing. Roy Jones Jr. is the only boxer in CompuBox history to not absorb a blow in a round. What fighter was this against that Roy did not have one punch landed against him? Yep, he was the Sandman, James Irvin. Roy was defending his championship, I believe, at super middleweight. What fighter, who was he fighting against that did not record a landed punch against Roy in an entire round? Roy's defense was so incredible. Now, we're going to go back to sleep in his lair till the next fight. Club a woman over the head with a billy club, take him back to his lair, and wait for Dana to call again. Next Saturday, Thiago Santos finally returns. He's looking for another shot at the title, taking on Glover Teixeira, who has kind of had a resurgence in his career. Was not Forrest. I think you're a bit behind, Paul Perez. I think you need to refresh. All right, Roy Jones Jr. is the only boxer in CompuBox history to not absorb a blow in a round against Vinny Pazienza. Vinny Pazienza, the Tasmanian Devil, was the fighter that did not land a shot against Roy. Hope Sonos is healed up properly. I hope so too, Son Pizza. And we'll throw another one out there real quick. We only got 2 more fights left. So, the California State Athletic Commission recently made this change in the Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight. Both fighters recently complained about this at the post-fight press conference. Roy Jones was very upset about it. In an interview on Joe Rogan, it's 8 rounds, but they changed something else. Song Pizza, you got it. They changed it to 2-minute rounds. So 8 2-minute rounds for Roy Jones and Mike Tyson seems to be an advantage to Tyson. Wonder if Greg Hardy and Thiago Silva hang out. They're both dirtbag woman beaters. I didn't know that about Silva. No cups allowed. That private contest about who can get away with it more. Jesus. That's horrible. And that's why my favorite fighters are guys like Stipe Miocic. I got a lot of respect for Daniel Cormier, good standout gentleman, inside, outside of the cage. Max Holloway, guys like that, that just seems like it'd be real cool guys to hang out with. Aren't out there throwing dollies through windows or shooting their gun in the air from their car with a bottle of vodka in there because they got bored. That's still one of the greatest stories in UFC history. All right, Billy. Let me put this in so I don't forget and give Song Pizza credit for the last one. All right, go for it, Billy. Greg Hardy should beat up Rosemont Paul Harris. Oh, yeah, I got no love for that guy either. Somebody who holds on to leg locks that long. And look at this, 18 knockouts for Teixeira, 15 for Santos. The number 3 ranked light heavyweight against the number 1 ranked light heavyweight. I expect the winner, if it's impressive at least, to fight Jan Blachowicz for the title next week. Also, Andrei Arlovski coming back against Tanner Boser. That's an interesting fight. Boser's got a shot. He's got some power, and Arlovski's a little chinny, as Wyatt would say in his older age. Question is, what former UFC light heavyweight champion did Glover Teixeira train with? Liddell, all right. Greg Brimstone. Good job there. Bryce Mitchell warming up in the back, 13-1 with 8 first round finishes. All right, Thug Nasty, the other Thug Nasty, Bryce Mitchell. All right, Bryce Mitchell versus Andre Touchy Fili. I'm not so sure about his nickname, but hey, he's the one who came up with it. Adesanya rumored to fight Blachowicz. I've heard Blachowicz said, I'll take that fight because Adesanya said he would beat him, which I believe he would. I believe Adesanya's way too fast for Blachowicz. I think that's a very favorable matchup for Israel. I have a bunch more. I can go for days. What's up, Valentin Castrena in the house? Hey, have at it, Bill. Question 2, what was the nickname used by Wesley Correa? Song Pizza says cabbage. Another one for Song Pizza. It should have been Boulderhead. Yep. Song Pizza with points on the board. All right, go ahead and throw another one out there, Billy. So I think I've only got 3 more for tonight. I mean, I could put a few more out there, but who did Mayhem Miller fight in his UFC debut? That's a good question because I'm sure that I've known this at one time, remember this, but I cannot recall. Izzy has a real chance to be champ. I mean, no matter what you think of Izzy, I know some people think he's too cocky. I kind of like some of the stuff he does. Some of the stuff he does is a little over the top. I think the anime thing that he does is kind of cool because my kids are into anime, and it kind of seems like there's a possibility of a crossover there. And young David, who usually, and my daughter, who usually don't get into MMA as much, they don't watch a whole lot of fights they did when they were younger. Uh, like knockout of the decade from, was it Shoquan Buckley? A couple weeks ago, the spinning kick where he got his foot caught and then he landed the spinning front kick face. They said that looked like it was straight out of anime. Not Dalloway, not Diaz. I knew it wasn't Diaz in the UFC. God, let me see if I can think of it. Man, first fight in the UFC. I have no idea. Thank you, Song Pizza. I kind of thought of it as I was saying it. But, all right, guys. Bryce Mitchell versus Andre Fili. And hit that thumbs up if you guys think I should go grab some margaritas, because I don't see a whole lot of thumbs up on here. But if you guys want to see me come up here with a big margarita. Oh, 25 thumbs up with 22 watching. Never mind. I need to refresh. You guys are always on it. Oh, Paul Perez gets a GSP. All right, we're all tossing up air balls. I remember that now. Thumbs up, I say, says Greg. All right. Paul Perez with another one. All right, guys, it's been a long week. I do have to work tomorrow, but it's going to be a short one. And how often is a Halloween going to land on a Saturday? I'm going to go get me a cup and a big icy glass of margarita, and not no Budweiser bullshit margarita. We're talking about some top shelf tequila and some good Jose Cuervo mix. I will be right back. Oh, I love me a good margarita. I haven't had one in a while, boys. Woo! This should be a good one. Bryce Mitchell, Andre Fili, co-main event. Even NFL and Fox is going the anime route. I think I'm going to have it first. Time is up for the answer. Dothan, Alabama. Go Niners! Oh, man. Song Pizza. I don't know about you. Andre Fili out of Federal Way, Washington. I didn't realize that. He's about an hour from me. I went the easy way or the lazy way. I don't know what you want to say, but already mixed Jose Cuervo margarita. It's don't even have to be too talented tonight. Andre Fili won 5 of his last 7 fights, 4th most takedowns in UFC history with 31, 5th highest takedown accuracy, 50% almost, in UFC featherweight history. Pour. Oh, we're gonna get a hammer tonight, boys. Woo! Happy Halloween. Cheers, gentlemen. Oh, that's good. Some backwards down. 49ers going to clip some Seahawks. Boom, down goes Wills. Oh, I don't think so. Bill. I think we need to have some Seahawks-Niners action on here. Because I want to be talking smack for 3 hours as my Seattle Seahawks run over these 49ers like a bump in the road. Number 15th ranked Bryce Mitchell, tied for 5th longest active win streak in the featherweight division with 4. Of course, one of just 2 twister submissions in UFC history. He's got 9 wins by making his opponent say uncle. And he's good on the mic, too. The guy is good on the feet. He's good on the ground. He's good on the mic. I really like this kid. About to spin the cap off this bottle of capping myself. Cheers, Evan. Start the party. Go Hawks. Cheers to you, Adam. Go Hawks. It sounds like we got to do Hawks versus Niners tomorrow. Who would turn in for Hawks versus Niners tomorrow? Question 5. Who is the first UFC 2 division champ? Not at the same time. Yep, Greg Brimstone gets it. Good job, Greg. Did I miss any, Billy, on yours? I got Greg with 2 on your questions now. 1 for Song Pizza and 1 for Paul Perez. Oh, man, I forget how quickly margarita warms you up. Nice and toasty. Andre Fili, 4 years older at 30, an inch taller at 5'11", and a 4-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. I'm not guaranteeing the rest of this is going to be the prettiest broadcast ever, guys, but we're going to have some fun. Co-main event, you beautiful bastards. Hawks have no healthy running backs. Yeah, they do. Russell Wilson. A plus 110 underdog fighting out of Sacramento, California. 21-7 as a fighter. Andre Touchy Fili. And across the cage, this gladiator is a minus 130 favorite out of Searcy, Arizona. 13 wins to just 1 loss as a cage fighter. Bryce, the Twister Mitchell! I like that nickname better. If I pulled off a twister, that would be my new nickname. And Keith Peterson looking drunker by the match, but he is here. I think he's ahead of me in drinks already. All right, here we go. Bryce Mitchell. Reebok finally made him his camo shorts. Jab for Fili. First strike of the night landed. Oh, nice inside leg kick there from Bryce. Oh, and a good takedown here from Bryce Mitchell. He's got to be careful on the ground, though. Fili's got a good jiu-jitsu game. That's a W for Mitchell already. Oh, question 6. What rap artist performed the Spiders walkout music? I think I know this answer to this one. And Mitchell on top with the legs wrapped up here. Oh, and Fili able to get up, and Mitchell takes him right back down. And Bryce is kind of keeping in that mid-range. Oh, right to mount. I was going to say he's staying in that mid, not too far in or too far out, but Bryce may be being a little overactive on the ground here, though. Gives up mount. He's a little twitchy there. But Bryce now in the half guard trying to sweep. And Fili sweeps and stands up. Mitchell immediately going for the takedown again here. Couple of right hands from Fili. Nice sweep there from Mitchell. And he is right back on the ground now in Fili's guard. I mean, yeah, Fili's got some good jits game, but Mitchell has 9 submissions, including that twister, in just 14 fights. DMX, yep. I knew that one. Ain't No Sunshine. One of my favorite songs, Greg. Greg Brimstone gets another one. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Okay, that's not very nice to you guys to sing. I'm sorry. All right, Fili inside control here. Landing some nice shots. Who do you think wins the main event, Billy? That's going to give it to you. Apparently beating your girlfriend is great MMA training because dude always wins. Damn. And Bryce back on top. Back and mount again here. Let's see if he can be a little calmer and hook those legs underneath before he before shifting his weight too much. All right, now Bryce has got him in the missionary position. I mean, the full mount there. Nice elbow there from Mitchell. Minute and a half left here in the first round. Oh, nice ground and pound here from Mitchell as Fili trying to buck out, and he does. He bucks at least to open guard here. Fili's very slippery on the ground. He's hard to keep in the same position. Watch that guard, Bryce. Yep. All right, and now Fili standing up. Mitchell going to stand up as well, and finally they're in the center of the cage. Nice side kick to the body there from Bryce. And both of these guys can do everything. Nice knee there from Fili, but Mitchell with another takedown. Big first round here for Bryce Mitchell. I have Hall taking out Anderson. All right, Billy. I have Anderson Silva. I'm going to take Anderson Silva. I'm going to make a little bet with you. In the tradition of Tyson Fury, I want to make a little bet with you. If Anderson Silva defeats Uriah Hall tonight, you have to call in and sing Aerosmith's I Don't Want to Miss a Thing, like Tyson Fury sung to his wife after winning the heavyweight championship. If Hall somehow is able to pull it off, I will hold to the same. 10-9 Mitchell. That's what I got. 10-9 Mitchell. I mean, Billy's a man of honor. I know, he wouldn't welch on a bat. So I feel perfectly comfortable with this. It's terrible singing coming. If you lose, take a... no, I'm not taking a shoey. I will give you some terrible singing, but come on, Billy. He might need some encouragement, guys. If you guys want to hear us sing Aerosmith's I Don't Want to Miss a Thing and do best Tyson Fury impersonation, let us know down there in the comments. Nice side kick to the body there for Mitchell. Oh, big left hand from Mitchell to start the second round. Another side kick. Bryce Mitchell. I mean, he's looking good tonight. Oh, and Mitchell. Great defense there from Fili. Where was that sprawl in the last round? Sounds like a good bet, Saturn from Allen. Question sound the Kevin James MMA ball water. I know what this is. We'll see if anybody gets it. Come on, Billy. I know Billy's not going to chicken out. Online drunk karaoke doesn't get any better. Nice exchange there. That was some shots. Mitchell and Fili here. Nice straight right there from Fili. Good left there from Touchy Fili. Couple of good jabs there. Online. Oh, not lying. I'll call in and prove I have laryngitis. Ah, man. Another time, Billy. Straight right there from Fili. Oh, nice right hook there from Andre Fili in a 1-2. Hope you're feeling better soon, Billy. Oh, nice left hand from Fili. Counters Mitchell as he's coming in. Mitchell immediately trying to get that takedown again, but Fili having a much better second round. Good takedown defense so far here from Fili, but oh wow, great job from Fili. Lands a knee to the body. Mitchell answers. A little better knee there from Fili though. Much better round so far from Andre Fili. Nice straight right there from Mitchell. Oh, big right hand there from Fili though. Damn. Oh, and Mitchell goes for the head kick, and Fili lands a counter right and a left. Andre Fili coming on here in the second round, and Bryce Mitchell might be welting a bit. Oh, nice jab, and another takedown offense. Strong takedown effect, but a stronger takedown defense here from Fili. That was impressive. Mitchell really brung it on that attempt. Went for the double, trying to switch to the single. Oh, and he gets the sweep, though. Nice little Ochigari there from Bryce Mitchell. You can see he had a little bit of a freestyle wrestling on top of the orthodox wrestling. What's up, Chris Jackson? I'm only here so I don't get fined. Won't get fined. I love it. Who's winning the Seahawks Niners game tomorrow? Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson knows what's up. He's going to tell you, Bill. Megan O'Leary's 2 favorite fighters going at it, XD. She's got so giggly when she interviews them. Haven't had a voice at all for 3 days. Driving. Oh, man, that sucks, Billy. Well, I hope you get better, man. Hey, have some margaritas. I think you'll feel better. I think that works for laryngitis from what I've heard. Oh, and Fili going for a head and arm choke here. Oh, Mitchell on top here, moving to side control. All right, I'm going to be honest. I might have not paid attention to like a minute in the middle of this round, so I'm not sure I'm the best person to judge this round. Benavidez ain't having it. It looked like Fili had a pretty good start of the round, but I'll defer to Iman for this one. Nice little short elbows there from Mitchell. Great transition from Fili. Sweeps to pull it up, but a nice right hand from Mitchell and a side kick to the body. Oh, head kick from Fili. Knocks the mouthpiece out from Mitchell. Hooky. That's a double for Fili into left field. Nice right hand and a couple of kicks there from Fili. From what I watched, I got this around a piece. Andre Touchy-Fili. And Iman Report agrees. 19-19, guys. We got to fight. Spider coming up next. Don't go anywhere. I would say don't touch that dial. You know, they used to say don't touch that dial. If you have a TV that still has a dial on it, though, you can probably get some money for it because it's probably an antique. Tiebreaker round coming up, says Greg. I had a dial TV growing up in high school. I had a dial TV. I got a television in my room finally. It was a dial black and white, and the dial was busted off, and I had to change the channel with a pair of pliers. But it was a TV. I picked Fili for this one. Let's go. It's a Sun Pizza. All right. Who wants it more? Round apiece. Bryce Thug Nasty versus Touchy-Fili. Oh, nice exchange to start the round and a good outside leg kick there for Mitchell. Nice exchange there. Good inside leg kick from Fili. Nice right hand from Mitchell. Both these guys have great cardio and great heart. So nice counter right hand from Fili as Mitchell comes in. But he finishes the takedown. And inside the guard of Fili. Now, in my mind, on my scorecards, both of those moves are equal. Fili lands the right hand. And that counter-outs the takedown. If Mitchell doesn't do anything with this takedown, it's just that. It's just the takedown. There's a couple of shots to the ground and pound here. And Fili transitioning out. He is very good at sweeping. Oh, Mitchell doing a good job at getting further into Fili's guard here, though. And just staying busy, ground and pound to the body, then to the head. He's got to be careful sitting up in Fili's open guard, though, because Fili gets up so fast, and there he's up. Oh, but Mitchell easily takes him right back down, single leg this time. Remember adjusting those rabbit ears? Oh, yeah, and it had rabbit ears. Yep, I remember getting the Portland channel and the 65. We had some channels there. I can still remember them all. We had 9, 14, 17, 19, which was CBS. 25 was NBC. And then 42 was ABC. And then we had Fox on 63, which came in on about every other day. And then a Portland Channel 65. Oh, big right hand from Bryce Mitchell. Shoots for the takedown and touches Fili again and gets that double leg takedown. You can see why these odds were so close, though. I mean, Bryce had a quick start to it. Fili comes back, though, and takes the second round. And then the third round, pretty competitive. Bryce is winning this third round, though, I think, so far. What? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Rumor has it, Connor versus Dustin will be for the vacant lightweight belt. Tony Ferguson will be on standby for whoever pulls out. Hope Dustin pulls out so he can finally get Tony versus Connor. That's the fight we got. We got to see that fight eventually, right, Torrin? Nice little elbows here from Mitchell, but he's just happy to stay busy enough in this dominant position and not get called up. Oh, and he's almost to that mount again. Fili. Wow, Fili really pumping those legs. Gets back to full guard. I mean, talk about an active guard. Fili's got a hyperactive guard. Couple of nice shots there from Bryce. Connor will be champs to some people. So basically, you had one channel. No, I had the networks. And I had the Portland channel. And Fili trying to win a striking battle from his back. That usually does not turn out too well for the guy on the bottom, unless you're Nico Price. Unless you're Nico Price or Maurice Smith. And those are kind of the exceptions. Nice right hand there for Mitchell. I would get the Sacramento, San Francisco, and Bakersfield channels on the right night. Wasn't that interesting, too? Some nights you would be able to get channels, and some nights you wouldn't be able to get those same channels. And Mitchell with another takedown there towards the end. And I have it 29-28, Bryce Mitchell. And then we got the main event of the evening, guys. Will it be a retirement party for the Spider Anderson Silva, or will Uriah Hall crash his party? And Iman agrees with me, 29-28 Mitchell, as well as Greg. I don't think Connor just runs through Tony. My uncle thinks that. Well, your uncle's a moron, Toron. Just kidding. I'm sure your uncle's a nice guy, but I disagree with him. Don't take that seriously. I'm just saying I agree with you. I expect Connor Dustin to fight at American Airlines Center in Dallas with fans. Jerry Jones said he would love to see that fight. Connor said he wants to fight in Cowboy Stadium, and Jerry Jones said he'd be honored to have the fight. All right, official decision coming up here, guys. That's a good gash I just noticed above the right eye of Bryce Mitchell. 29-28, 30-27, and two 30-27s. Bryce Thug Nasty Mitchell takes it. That boost starting to talk. Hey, I was just telling Torrin he was correct. That's all. I'm sure he took it as a compliment. Hopefully. Silva and Hall may both retire tonight. That's true. Hall's not near as old as Anderson, though. I mean, Anderson's been fighting for, 39 years? This is a long damn time. I think Tony needs to take Connor down, but why I think he can hang with Connor on the feet. Tony doesn't really take anybody down, Torrin, for the most part. And Connor, he's gotten a lot better takedown defense over the years, but I think I agree with you. I think Tony can strike with him, at least for a while. Well, thank you, Torrin. Answer was here comes the boom, by the way. Oh, I knew it. Man, I forgot about that question. That was like 30 minutes ago, Bill. Connor, top 3 striker in the UFC. All right, well, let's finish off a few of the trivia questions I have left first here, then. Laughable about Tony on the feet. Oh, jeez. I don't know about that. All right, everybody, refresh your browsers. And 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, guys. Anderson Silva avenged a disqualification loss to this fighter from the Rumble on the Rock promotion. He had been disqualified in a match, one of his 4 losses before he came in the UFC, from Rumble on the Rock, and he avenged this loss. It was one of his defenses of his UFC title. Who gave Anderson Silva a loss by disqualification Rumble on the Rock? There we go. Evan Eckert. There's your shout out, sir. Nigel Liotta, he's got it. Yushin Okami. You got it, sir. Nigel coming in with, I'm impressed. I didn't know if anybody was going to get that. All right, guys, next one up. Anderson Silva was cut from Pride FC. I don't know how many people knew this, that he was actually released from his contract or not re-signed. Basically cut from Pride FC after being upset from this fighter by flying scissor heel kick. I believe the guy was like 4-7 as a professional. Of course, Evan and Billy Hughes has got it. Ryo Chonin. You are correct, Billy. Birch for 6. Yes, welcome back from the Rock. You haven't missed much. Long time no see. I show up just in time for trivia. All right, good one, Nigel. And Billy gets that one. And I only got one more. I think I'll save it, Billy. If you got more, feel free to throw them out. Oh, and here we go. The announcement, the return of the Ultimate Fighter. Who's going to be the coaches? I wasn't sure they were ever going to bring this back. I know Dana had said he was going to bring it back, but I kind of thought that the Contender Series had done a good job filling in for it. But, man, some memorable moments from the Ultimate Fighter. From Misha Tate handing Ronda Rousey the middle finger socks, to Chris Lieben getting drunk and taking out the front door, Josh Koscheck spraying him down in the front yard, and don't forget Chris Lieben leaving a little present on that on Strange Brew's pillow. March of 2020, the Ultimate Fighter bantamweights and middleweight divisions. Virtual auditions, that's going to be interesting. You would think they got enough. You would think they would just pick them. If I was Dana, I mean, he's watched so many fighters, you would think he'd just pick them. But I don't know. So any of you guys, send your tapes in. Maybe you'll end up on Ultimate Fighter. Question 7 is, what was the name of the fight camp started by Tito Ortiz? Greg Brimstone gets it quickly. Yeah, honestly, I like the Contender Series better. I do too. The Ultimate Fighter, it got a little played out, but maybe we've had enough break. I'll watch it. If you guys want to watch it, I'll broadcast it. And actually, the broadcast I did for Ultimate Fighter did not do so bad. I know the last one I did was Cormier and Stipe, so that's a pretty popular coaches. But Uriah Hall, 16-9, owns 1 of 4 spinning back fist finishes in the UFC. Which leads me to a quick trivia question that I'm going to throw in here now. Let's throw Greg first. Rampage just passed at Forest when he tore that door down. Oh, pissed. Anyone remember why? He Donkey Konged the door. I can't remember, but I thought it was Rashad and Forest. I don't remember why he was pissed, but yeah, I definitely remember him ripping down the door. All right, guys, a legend retires tonight. The Spider, Anderson Silva, will take on Uriah Hall. I mean, and you can argue, who's the GOAT? Who's the greatest? Who's the best pound for pound? Who's the this? Who's the that? Who's the most exciting fighter of all time? I don't think there's any argument in his prime it was Anderson Silva, at least in my mind. Especially for the time. This guy, I mean, he did things. It was like watching a movie. This guy expanded the world of mixed martial arts in striking like nobody before him. Nigel, everybody's on steroids. I agree. Oh, was it Rashad Rampage season? Yep, you're correct, Greg. That's right. Seems Griffin. Yeah, it was Rashad and Rampage. Billy got it. You're right. I don't know. I felt bad for Mark Hunt against Brock. Yep. I don't think Mark juices. He doesn't look like it. Yeah, Griffin was in that season. There's definitely some good memories from that. Does that make the discussion any difference? Yeah, I don't know. I remember being surprised that Rashad defeated Rampage so easily at the end of that season, though. I actually thought that Rampage was going to beat Evans, but I mean, Evans beat him pretty handily. No, but the steroids don't win pro MMA fights. They sure help. Great Brimstone. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. All right, let's throw another trivia question out there real quick. Before we start this one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Anderson Silva won the middleweight title by defeating this veteran champion. Who did Anderson Silva defeat to win the middleweight championship right out of the gate. Bruce Lee, I like it. Greg Brimstone gets it. Rich Franklin, you are correct, sir. Paul Perez. Oh, wait. Oh, Billy had it right after him. Then Spontaneous, then Paul Perez. Clavin, he beat Chris Lieben in his first match. Nigel, I would have also accepted Jim Carrey, but Greg got it before you all. Greg with the fast internet tonight, even beating Billy. All right, guys, the main event. What's up, Trevor McTrev in the house? Ace Ventura, Heavy, Hillary Duff. All right, guys, it is here. Tell your friends. Get them in on this broadcast. 26 people here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I think most of you guys have because you're freaking wicked awesome. But make sure you don't forget, hit that share button. Share it with some friends. I was just watching a video where it said the fastest way to grow on YouTube was from recommended videos. So I imagine sharing's got to help that. And there's that front face kick from Anderson Silva. Almost 2,700 days consecutive, Anderson Silva was the champion. 16 consecutive wins before that match against Chris Weidman. 13 successful title defenses. Then he moved up to light heavyweight for 2 non-title fights during that time. One against James Irvin, which was a trivia question earlier. One against Forrest Griffin, which they just showed. And then one at middleweight that was a non-title fight. What fight, next trivia question, what fight did Anderson Silva fight where the fighter did not make weight and it was not officially for the title? What title challenger missed weight against Anderson Silva? It was just one of them. Man, that guy did have a legendary... Oh, Billy's got it. Travis Luter. Spontaneous right behind him. But, yep, from Ultimate Fighter Season 4, The Comeback. And Uriah Hall with one of those 4 spinning back fists. I'm going to throw one more trivia question out there. Who had the first spinning back fist knockout in the history of the Ultimate Fighting Championship? And he's been on this show. And he is a friend of mine. And here he comes to DMX. Ain't no sunshine. The longest reigning champion in the history of the UFC. Almost 2,700 days, 13 defenses, 16 wins in that span consecutively. Crank it up, says Greg Burns. Yep, he won tough. Season 4. Davis versus Santa Cruz tonight, Mike. What? Is there boxing on tonight, Billy? Yeah, and Billy gets it. Mr. International, Shoney Carter. And for those who are in the Facebook friends, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. International, Shoney Carter, the guy who taught George St. Pierre to walk like a pimp. He has been posting videos. He is a member of the Fights with Friends Facebook group now. And he has posted 2 live videos recently. And one of them where he's speaking a little bit with Matt Hughes. So make sure and check out that Facebook group. Beat Sarah. Yep, you're right. Spontaneous. Yep, he knocked out Matt Sarah with the spinning back fist. Boss Fitch. And the fighter that beat Anderson Silva by flying heel hooks is Paul Perez. I think I got it earlier. It's on the Octastream. Mike Davis versus Santa Cruz. Big boxing match. Is that the one that's supposed to be on pay-per-view? I'm going to be honest that I've tried to keep up with boxing online, but I have no idea who either one of those guys are. And there's Anderson Silva, former UFC middleweight champion, tied for most knockouts in UFC history with 11, tied for second, tied for third for most finishes with 14. And Bryce Mitchell is mean, son. You are correct, Clavid. Yep, Carter, he landed that spinning back fist again on Sarah. You're right, Spontaneous. And then he could have been the guy fighting GSP and getting that knockout and winning the world title. I mean, who knows? He would have at least had the world title shot, because that was season 4, the comeback. It was just that. It was guys that were already professionals and the guys at the end got a title shot. One of them against Anderson Silva, one of them against George St. Pierre. Matt Serra cashed in that ticket and won a world championship against GSP. Come on, Spider, leave it all in there. That's right, Greg. Anderson versus Khabib. About 209. No! I think Khabib's already like 200 pounds. So, Leo Santa Cruz is a beast. Is Anthony Davis the guy from Baltimore? Oh, he's nasty, man. On the boxing, that boy from Baltimore's got hands. I think I've had too much margarita for a boxing on top of it tonight with work tomorrow, Billy. If I haven't, I will have in a minute. Because I'm going to pour a little more for this great main event. Uriah Hall making his way down to the cage. And Uriah Hall on Ultimate Fighter Season 17 said that he learned his moves. The moves he tried to do was he tried to do things that he had seen on Tekken. He was definitely an admirer of Anderson Silva. I guarantee you he studied those moves that he did and based the style a lot on Anderson Silva. 12 wins by knockout for Uriah Hall, 6th highest striking accuracy among active middleweights, over 50%, tied for 7th most knockouts in UFC middleweight history with 6. And that's not counting that amazing spin kick knockout from the Ultimate Fighter. He had a couple amazing knockouts in Tough. It's a good style match for Anderson. What a lot of people money too. Yep, turn back the clock, Spider. Hey, I'm going for the Spider, Iman. Uriah Hall wins spinning heel kick, TKO, round 1, says Chris Jackson. Thank you, Spontaneous. Hey, I go hard. When I go, I don't go every day, but when I do, when it's time, it's time. And guys, Anderson Silva is in the cage. Uriah Hall is in the cage. It's time. Anderson Silva, 9 years the senior at 45, 2 inches taller at 6'2". But Hall will have a 2.5-inch reach advantage at 79.5 inches. Hall did have one of the nastiest knockouts in Tough. Yep, he killed the dude in like 2 minutes. Yep. All right, guys, we are here for the main event. And thank you guys for the donations tonight. The tip jar. This main event brought to you by donations of PBR, Street Gang, and Phil D. Premium members, Greg Brimstone, Milton Nelson, PBR, Street Gang. Herb Dean is the referee. And we are here, guys. Uriah Hall, Anderson, the Spider, Silva. The time is now. Let's get it on. Live from Seattle, Washington. I'm Seattle Mike of MMA with Friends. Cheers, my friends. And first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man needs no introduction out of Curitiba, Parana, Brazil. A plus 200 underdog. 34 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He is the former and longest reigning middleweight champion in the history of the UFC. Anderson the Spider Silva! And across the cage of death, a Muay Thai kickboxer out of Queens, New York. He is a minus 240 favorite. With 16 wins and 9 losses as a professional. The 10th ranked middleweight in the world. The Ultimate Fighter 17 runner-up, Uriah Hall. Silva's been 45 for 3 years. I think you might be right about that, Adam. I think some of these... And there, the touch of gloves, a little bow from Anderson, and then the bow from Uriah. Both guys very respectful. Nobody more respectful than Anderson Silva. And the only other time I think I remember Anderson Silva being an underdog coming into a fight was against light heavyweight champion Daniel Cormier on short notice. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Billy, but I believe that's the only... He might have been a slight underdog against Jared Cannonier. All right, and Hall slowly moving forward. Silva, of course, known over his career as a great counterpuncher, holding his hands up much higher than he did as a younger man. Paul Perez, take your time. Good jab there from Hall. Silva blocking. The feeling out process, as I said, it's going to be a second here. Silva with some long layoffs lately. Of course, he'd hurt his leg again against Jared Cannonier about 18 months ago. And Hall also over a year had a couple fights that fell out. One against Jacare Sosa, one against Yoel Romero. Nice jab there for Hall. Good through. The last thing to go when you get older is your power. Remember that. Low leg kick for Silva. One lands for Hall. And like I said earlier, we got to watch the legs of Silva tonight. That could be a sore point for him, unfortunately. And I don't know if he's always been like that, but look at Anderson Silva and look how much bigger his front right leg looks than his left leg. I wonder if that's after something happened. Nice low leg kick to the front leg there from Hall. And he blocks a body kick from Silva. There's Silva with the outside leg kick. And Uriah, not surprisingly, seems a little quicker tonight, a step ahead, Anderson. He is 9 years younger. Oh, and Hall goes for the head kick. Silva blocks it. Hall falls down, but he is off balance. Oh, nice right hook in the left hand for the Spider. Nice front kick to the knee there from Anderson. Outside leg kick for Hall. Right hook and a left hand for the Spider. Big body kick for Anderson. Anderson loosening up. You don't want to let him get in a rhythm. Nice left hand there for Silva. A side elbow, right hook, and a left uppercut for Anderson Silva. Right hand, and there's a left, and here comes the Spider. Body kick, and a 1-2 from Hall. Catches Silva coming in. He's got to be careful. Can't be reckless here. Hall's a similar style striker, and he has knockout power in both hands and feet. Nice outside leg kick from Silva. And might have been a filling out process for the first minute, but the middle minute and a half there was worth the price of admission. Nice front kick to the body there from Holland. You look at the significant strikes, 15-6 in favor of Silva. Spin kick to the knee from Silva. All lands a counter right. A little bit of Jeet Kune Do dancing there. Everybody was kung fu fighting in the center of the cage, Silva and Hall. And Silva had said he might bring out some Jeet Kune Do for this fight. For those that don't know, that was, of course, the style of the legendary Bruce Lee. It means way of the intercepting fist, so a lot of trapping. That's what all those hand movements are. As it's trapping, you trap one hand and you punch over the top. Nice exchange there. Coming down to that less than 30 seconds here in the first round. Oh, beautiful. 1, 2, 3 there from Anderson. And it's only the first round, but so far Silva seeming to turn back the clock a little bit. Front kick to the body for Anderson. Nice left hand for Hall and a right hook for Silva. And there's the first round. Right hand to the body. Easy one for Anderson Silva on my scorecard, 10-9. Sounds like Uriah hurt. Greg Bernstein says 10-9. I don't think he was hurt. He's maybe out balanced. He got hit with a couple good shots. Damon Stout, I think you need to refresh. You're correct, but I asked that question about 5 minutes ago. Heard when you break a limb and set it right, it becomes stronger. If I was Silva, I'd never throw a kick again, right? I think it depends on the limb, Clavin. I've heard conflicting things, and I think it might be with different limbs. I'm not an expert at all on that, though, so I'm sure somebody in here would have a better answer than me. All right, guys. What a fun Halloween. Uriah Hall and Anderson Silva turning back the clock a little bit here in the first round. I feel like a kid tonight, guys. Song pizza. I picked Spider by decision. The bone becomes harder but more brittle. That makes sense. You're behind. Click the live button on the bottom left of your screen to go live. Yeah, I was a little bit behind. Nice side kick to the body there from Silva. For some reason, my Roku only stays 30 seconds behind and will not let me fast forward. It stays a minimum of 30 seconds behind. Oh, front kick there lands for Silva. Remember that front kick to the face? He landed on Vitor Belfort. And like I said, the last thing to go is your power. And even John Jones giving Anderson a compliment for the first round from Twitter. A little bit of pawing back and forth. Nice side kick there from Silva. And Hall continuing to paw out there like that. He's kind of fallen into Silva's trap, I think, but nice inside leg kick from Hall. Side kick to the knee from Silva. A little bit of that Jikundo hand play there from Silva. Not able to get anything out of it, but it was entertaining. You've seen a lot of that with him and Adesanya. Nice straight right there from Anderson. Right in the middle of the face of Hall. Double jab there from the Spider. And a side kick to the knee. Nice low leg kick for Hall. Front kick to the body for Anderson. Oh, good jab there for Hall. And a competitive fight here. Oh, I was wondering why they called time. Uriah Hall's tape is falling off. That's going to kill the time clock here. And there's a clock running for the time out there, and they said no coaching. So I will update you guys on the time there. Got 13 broken brains, no stranger to it. Damn. All right, 250, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Nice spinning kick to the body from Anderson, then a leg kick. Good jab from Hall afterwards. Another good body kick there from Silva. Hall answers with a front body kick. A lot of feinting there from Anderson. Just eats a jab coming in. Anderson trying to give Hall lots of distractions, lots of things to look at that are not going to hurt him, and then pop him with something and get an exciting knockout. Imagine being able to move like that at 45 years old. After as many miles as are on that body of Anderson Silva, training mixed martial arts since he was a young boy, and still moving like this. Nice jab from Hall. I mean, I know he's not 25, but he's definitely got some moves. Nice low leg kick there from Silva. Oh, real low leg kick right on the ankle there from Anderson. Jab lands for Hall, who's been very accurate. Hall has. He's just not been real active. That's the problem. Front kick to the body lands for Hall. Oh, and Silva needs to keep his back off of that cage. Nice inside leg kick there from Hall. Outside leg kick from Silva. Hall likes to throw that spinning. He'll throw that spinning head kick if you get right up against that cage. Minute left in this second round. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. If you're counting down here. Oh, and there's the spin kick I was talking about from Hall. Lands it to the body. And a nice left hook. And Anderson, he's got to kind of do something. Hall might steal this round. Nice jab to the body from Hall. And good defense blocking that body kick from Silva. Side kick to the knee from Anderson. Good jab from Hall. Oh, an exchange of jabs. Another jab there from Hall. Down to the last seconds here. 10 seconds left in the second round. Is somebody going to try to do something to steal this round? I gave that one to Hall. That was close. I have it at a round apiece. 19-19. We'll see how you guys have it. Iman Report agrees. 19-19. And there's Anderson's corner. Says you're in the fight, but you're waiting too long. You have to throw combos. Might give that to Hall just because he pressed more. Yeah, Anderson just really didn't do a whole lot. And I think Hall landed more strikes. So significant strikes were 11 apiece, Hall and Silva. So it was a very close round. It was just... Hall did pressure, and I mean, very close round. You know, Hall might not have got it on all 3 cards. All right, guys, 5 o'clock is set. Touch of gloves, a lot of respect between these gladiators, and here we go. 1-2 from Silva to start the 3rd round. Both guys, a lot of feints. Good jab there from Hall. Silva's constantly lifting that front leg, if you watch. Good jab there from Hall. Oh, Anderson missing big there, trying to throw some combinations, but, you know, Hall being almost a decade younger, and maybe a little better reflexes there. Oh, nice body kick there from Anderson. And you see the comments coming in from Twitter about half have it 1919, about the other half have it 2018 in favor of Silva. Silva doing a lot of circling now. Nice jab there from Hall. He's just really looking for that opening for a big shot. I'm not quite sure he's that kind of fighter anymore. Good jab there from Hall. And Bisbing says the way to beat Anderson Silva is to put him on his back foot. Oh, Hall going up for the head kick. Silva blocking most of that. Good job to the body from Hall. Low leg kick from Silva. Straight right lands for Hall. There, that body kick and the leg kick gets through for Anderson. And they are fighting right within striking distance now. Just a lot going on mentally with these 2 human computers. Straight right there from Silva. A lot of hand play, a lot of Jeet Kune Do kind of movement. Good jab there from Hall. Straight left from the southpaw Silva, and a front kick to the body. Silva moving forward. Looked like maybe he was going to load up, but he hesitated. Halfway through this 3rd round. Another very close round. Oh, low leg kick lands for Silva. Spin kick to the body. Grazes Silva from Hall. Silva comes back with one. And looking like a mirror match. Oh, Silva going for the front axe kick to the face of Hall. I think that might have grazed him. Overhand left there from Silva. That grazed him as well. Straight right there from Hall. And Hall now measuring Silva. Oh, nice to the right hand and the left there from Silva. Good left hook from Anderson. He should set that up with that front face kick here. Good straight right there from Silva. Good right from Hall. Better end for both guys right now. Much more active. Good job from Silva. Front kick to the body from Hall, and Silva answers with one of his own. Oh, good 1-2 from Silva. And the old Silva right now, we might see him set up a spinning back kick here. Nice straight right there from Silva. Hall saying he might have got something in the eye, but it might have been a knuckle. Silva doing a good job to not stop. Don't stop until the referee tells you to. Oh, Silva goes for the big right hand there from Anderson. Left hook and a right hook to the body. Right hook here, and Silva, of course, when he was young, was one of the most dangerous in the Thai clinch in the history of the sport. Some big foot stomps here from Silva. And Uriah working on that right underhook with Anderson. Oh, there's the knee to the body. And Silva's looking to get that clinch. Hall very strong, though. Breaks free. Straight right there from Silva. Nice 1-2 from Hall. There's a straight right from Hall. Right hook from Silva. Good exchange. Oh, and Hall gets a left and a right there. Nice body kick from Silva. Big left hook. Oh, right hand from Hall. He floors Silva. I was about to say this was Silva's round, and Hall floors him, and he is landing big ground and pound. And Hall almost finishes it here in round 3. $29-28 Hall. Damn. Anderson was definitely winning that round until Hall hurt him towards the end. And now you have to give that round to Hall. And let's see where... Oh, is a counter right on the temple. Right above the ear. Oh, wow. Beautiful timing for Uriah. Kind of even fades just a little bit, too. That was a veteran move. Wow. Very nice right hand. Beautiful timing. I mean, I know Anderson's 45, but, I mean, make no mistake, that timing from Uriah Hall was, that was something great. It's a left hand from Silva starting the 4th round. We'll see if he's recovered from getting floored in the last round. Big moment for Hall towards the end of the round. He was losing that round, no doubt. Front kick to the body there from Silva in a 1-2. That's got to be so disappointing for Silva. Nice body kick. He was doing so great in that round, and then he gets caught at the end. Oh, good jab and a good right hand there from Hall. 34 watching. Make sure and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not one of the chosen subscribed yet, make sure and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live, like for Bellator coming up this Thursday. Corey Anderson versus Melvin Manhoff. Front kick to the body lands for Silva. Good jab there from Hall. Oh, huge right hand from Hall! And he floors Silva again. Right on the chin. And here's some big ground and pound for Hall. And it's all over. And Silva is so out of it, he grabs the leg of Herb Dean. And there it is. Uriah Hall reigns on Anderson Silva's retirement party tonight. And you can only turn back the clock of Father Time so long. And tonight, Anderson Silva's clock caught up with him. It wasn't anything to do with a leg faulting. It wasn't anything to do with, an unexplained injury or anything. It was just Hall being a little quicker, landing big shots in back-to-back rounds. The same kind of speed and pinpoint accuracy that Anderson beat his opponents with for years. The younger Hall was a little quicker on the draw. And there is the respect between Hall and Anderson Silva. And we may not see him fight in the octagon anymore, but I really hope we see that man is a part of the UFC and the mixed martial arts community for as long as possible. Beautiful show of respect. And Uriah Hall says, you're still one of the greatest. And it absolutely is. Almost 2,700 consecutive days holding the middleweight title. An active defending champion. 16 straight victories in that time. And you could hear Anderson say, just do it. It's your time. And Anderson says, thank you so much. Always such a respectful in a win and his loss. Just both of these guys, great sportsmen. And Uriah Hall even apologizing to Anderson Silva. This is just that's the nature of the sport. That's the game of what can happen. Uriah Hall just in tears with his corner hair. Silva with a smile but a torn up face. And, you're the head lion, but you stick around long enough and you become the lamb. And, Anderson knows the name of the game. I'm not sure where Uriah Hall fits in as far as the rankings and contending for a title. But a win in your career over Anderson Silva at any time is definitely a feather in your cap. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Sing your heart out for the spider. Touch the screen like Liv Tyler does in the music video. Hey, you didn't take the bet, Billy. Next for Spider, Hall of Fame. Yep. Just become a commentator for a bazillion crowd. That would be nice, brother. Still hugging. Yeah. Start singing, Mike. Let's go. If you would have taken the bet, Billy, you weren't confident enough, though. Billy, you just didn't have faith. Manhoff was such a beast in his days. Oh, absolutely, man. He's not what he used to be, though. And fighting Corey Anderson, now he's fighting a light heavyweight. That war against Robbie Lawler is one of my favorite fights in Melvin Manhoff. And that was at welterweight. So I don't see him matching up well with Corey Anderson unless Anderson, for some reason, tries to strike with him. You see, most knockouts, UFC middleweight history, Uriah Hall just one behind Thiago Santos and Anderson Silva now, tied with 4 others for second. 3 broken metatarsals in my foot, been 7 months, still walking funny. Damn, sorry to hear that, Brock. That's horrible. All right, fellas, I'm out. Thanks for a fun night as always, Mike. Thank you, Song Pizza. Like I said earlier, too, many of these legendary fighters going out on their back. Now we can join the likes of Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell. If you stick around too long, it's going to happen. And like you said, live by the sword, die by the sword. If it had been a 3-round fight, I don't know if Hall would have fought differently. Maybe Anderson could have won it, but it is what it is. You can't take anything away from Uriah Hall for this victory. And I know 45 is, that is just a ridiculous age for a mixed martial artist, but 36 is no spring chicken either. Unless you're a heavyweight. 36 is not super young. Do you like that Bellator moved to CBS Sports Network? I like that they moved to Thursday nights. I watched it on DAZN this last time. I didn't even know if I had CBS Sports Network. I guess I do have it on the Xfinity app. So I'll have to look that up. I'll be really happy if they move some of those some of those matches to big CBS, Billy, and I got to imagine they probably will. Anything that makes them make a bigger splash in the sport. Hall versus Izzy would be sad to watch. I agree. Bellator should air 3 or 4 fights on CBS. Absolutely. Good calling, Mike. Love what you do. Thank you, Adam from Allen. Always good to see you in here, man. Don't take anything away from any of those guys. Absolutely, man. And You can't say that Anderson didn't stick around too long. If you're looking for, the most wins, the greatest, all that kind of thing, and you see something like this, and it really makes a case for a guy like Khabib walking away at 29-0. Even though it sounds like Dana's, well, it doesn't just sound like Dana's definitely trying to bring him back for that 30th fight, or that 30th win. Hall was a middleweight keeper for sure. I agree, Billy. Thank you, Brock. Yep, Hall won TKO. Give them more respect for fighting because they love the sport. Don't care if they're past their prime. And they take it to each other. I mean, there was no, there was some dancing and stuff, but it wasn't like Anderson was running around trying to land 2 shots and hold on to a lead. Same thing for Hall. I mean, these guys are trying to land big shots to finish. And, I mean, it was Hall that was able to get it. Silva didn't make Khabib money either. No, that is true. It's amazing how quickly Khabib became a superstar. They said he made $50 million for that fight against Dustin. So I don't know what he made for his last fight against Gaethje, but I'm guessing it was that or more. I don't know what the difference was. You don't have the crowd, but you have so many pay-per-view buys. Of course, they had it 11 a.m. Pacific for the main card because they just get so many buys on the other side of the world. All right, guys. Khabib is more about family than fighting. Absolutely, I'm in report. I do wonder with a guy like Khabib, though. I mean, this guy trained since he was a kid with his father. He was wrestling with bears when he was 8. Goes the legend. I'm not sure this guy knows anything other than fighting. Maybe he trains fighters. I mean, he opens up a gym. I mean, I know he likes his family life and everything, but I'll tell you what, guys, I had planned on taking a summer off. And when I was with my former company, and I took about 3 weeks off, and I got pretty restless. I ended up buying a business. I mean, not saying that I wouldn't have anyways. I had been, there were certain things that I was looking at, and the right opportunity popped up. But I had never thought that was going to happen. But I was ready to go back to work. And now Michael Bisping, fittingly, interviewing Anderson Silva. Let's see what he says here. He says, a fight is a fight. And so I'm enjoying my moment. He says, it's very difficult for us to stop, but this is my final day. Well, thank you, Anderson Silva. Win or lose. Go back on YouTube. Go back on UFC Fight Pass, whatever it is. Go back and watch Anderson throughout his career, through his prime and everything. And he's not closing the door. I wish he would. Bisping asked him, he says, is this the last time for sure? We'll see you in the octagon. He said, I'm going to talk to my team. And kind of like the spot some of these guys get into, he says, this is what I've done for my entire life. I imagine he's got to have a lot of money in Brazil. He should be able to do pretty much anything he wants in Brazil. He's like walking down the street with Elvis was back in the day. Or just like it would be walking down the streets of Ireland with Conor McGregor the streets of United States of Mike Tyson, Anderson Silva, in Brazil. He's as popular as anybody on the planet. Khabib gets all that Mother Russia cash. Many eyes on him. Yep. Sure give them respect, but they shouldn't be in the UFC. In the UFC, best fight the best. Move to Bellator if you want to watch old legend get destroyed. And speaking of Bellator, guys that didn't get re-signed, probably shouldn't be a surprise here, but Frank Mir, it looks like his career will end on being cut, which is kind of sad. And then, not surprisingly, his last performances have been horrible. And that's Roy Nelson. And Brock Ellery with the $10 donation says, thank you. Thank you, sir. You're going to have to tell us how you do those cool emoji things on the chats, too. I love it. Thank you, Brock Ellery. And Brock slinging cash the last time in $70 worth, and now another $10, $80 worth of donations for Brock Ellery in the last 2 streams. Really appreciate you, brother. Mir is going to bare knuckle. Heavyweight bare knuckle is so crazy. Bare knuckle is crazy anyways. Heavyweight bare knuckle is insane. If you have too many fights like this, the sport will start to resemble boxing, watered down and boring. Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Tip Top. You can't have too many guys fighting at 45. I mean, Anderson Silva, I know he lost tonight, but I mean, he's an exception. He's something special. And as you can see, I mean, even he was, not just past his prime, but you could see that, he passed his time. Really probably shouldn't have been in there tonight. All right, for those that are continuing to watch on ESPN Plus, World Championship Boxing coming up next. Inoue versus Jason Maloney. Bantamweight Championship, the WBC and IBF Championship starting right after this. Hit the bottom right. Super sticker. Best of the best MMA commentary on YouTube right here. Appreciate you, brother. Glad I can finally contribute. Hey, well, thank you. So the best Halloween movies. What do you guys think? What are the best Halloween movies? I gotta go back to Scream as gotta be one of the best. Unless you're talking about the actual Halloween series. Like the anthology or however many there were. Then I'd probably go back to Halloween 2. Guam loves you, Spider. What's everybody doing with the rest of their Halloween? Watching some great movie. Breaking news, 49ers will beat the Seahawks. I call bullshit. I say number one bullshit, Billy. Tomorrow, 125 over on Mike Sports Experience. I'm guessing you won't be able to join me, Billy, with laryngitis, but Hawks versus Niners, that's always a great rivalry. And I'd be glad to cover it. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my daughter's favorite movie. That is like her favorite movie. She hates Christmas. She loves Halloween. The bet is on for the game. What's the bet, Billy? Is the singing for the game? Is the singing on for the game? All right. Guys, tune in tomorrow. Seattle Seahawks versus 49ers over on my alternate channel, Mike's Sports Experience. Let me put a link up there for you. Real quick, you tune in tomorrow. If the Niners somehow get lucky and beat the Seahawks, I'll be singing I Don't Want to Miss a Thing in honor of Tyson Fury. When the Seahawks win, Billy will be singing it. Love MMA and boxing, but Mike, when you buy pay-per-view, you get one good boxing fight and the rest are fillers. Oh, you are absolutely right. When you watch an MMA card, you get great value for your money. I just hope it stays that way. Absolutely. Geez, all my best fantasy players are dropping like flies. Started strong, but everyone's getting injured the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I've had several injuries, Greg. I've just been waiting for Christian McCaffrey to come back. I was hoping he's back this week. I've just been trying to hold on. I almost lost to somebody that I don't even think's been playing the whole time last week. So I am lucky to be on a two-week win streak, but nothing good. Did you see the undercard of the Tyson card? But Jack is fighting. That'll be a good one. That's a good fight. I never really pay a whole lot of attention to the boxing undercards unless I hear a big name coming out because it seems like they're usually, like you said, they have the main event and there's really not much else. But I'm glad they have a good co-main. I mean, it'd be nice if they did like UFC, though. Take some of these good fights. Maybe even some of the ones that might otherwise be on ESPN or something. Put them as the third fight on a pay-per-view. Co-mains, things like that. If it's a pay-per-view, there's enough damn belts and weight classes in boxing. Your co-main event had better be for a freaking world title. Got busy with trick-or-treaters, but I'm listening. Hey, I'm glad you got trick-or-treaters, PBR Stray Gang. We ain't getting them here. Luckily took Zeke at number 2 overall. At least he hasn't gotten injured. 5-2 so far. Keep on grinding. Well, congrats, Brock. Yeah, Christian McCaffrey's been out most of mine, and I am sitting at 3-4. What's the news on PFL and 1FC? 1FC just had an event the other night. Somebody's talking about PFL. I have not heard anything. I don't think they've scheduled the season as far as I know. Let's see if we can Google. Just go to the PFL site here. You know what's amazing, though, Billy? Again, Bellator drew more viewers than the UFC did. Maybe it's because people didn't know where to find Bellator and more people listen in. But even with Anderson Silva versus Uriah Hall, we had more viewers on the Bellator card. PFL announced a signing of elite MMA fighters for 2021 season. All right, so here we go, Billy. They're still not saying. They're saying they want you to subscribe to their newsletter, looks like. Events 2021. Maybe I can find. Oh, here we go. Regular season, June 25th, 2021. Venue to be determined. So there you go. Oh, June 17th, June 10th. Oh, no, it starts earlier. They're just on here backwards. We got a lot of dates to be determined on here, and then it looks like they're hoping to have their first, second, third, fourth, fifth show marked as April 23rd. So they do have a season in the works. Top 2 running backs are hurt. Damn, yeah, there's a lot of injuries right now. Beating Anderson Silva isn't shocking those days. The man is 45. Now, that is true. And Uriah Hall is tied for third most knockouts in UFC middleweight history now. But, like number 35, great show as usual. Thank you, John Chandra Brown. Honestly believe UFC is getting a little too political. I understand Dana and Donald friends and most casuals have turned away for that fact alone. Honestly, it's, man, yeah, I hate it when they get into the politics. That's why, I mean, and one of the reasons that I don't take sides is like in regular life, I don't take sides. I don't have a freaking side. I don't have one of these, as I call them, cults, where I say, oh, I agree with all 20 things that I have to believe to be part of this cult, or I agree with all 20 things that I have to agree with to be part of this cult. I try not to feed the animals, donkey or elephant. I'll probably throw in my vote again as a libertarian. I don't know. I don't really talk about it much. But it's a sad sort of affairs. And yeah, just like the NBA and the NFL was kind of, really seemed to cater towards the liberal fans and stuff, a UFC moving towards Trump and conservatism. I don't like it anymore. And that's about enough of that. Kanye was on my ballot here for president. So, if Kanye's on my ballot, I'm voting for him. Kevin Holland called out Mike Perry. That would be a great fight. Yeah, I see. Perry was supposed to fight Lawler. And I guess Lawler had to drop out of the fight, which I thought Lawler was going to kill Perry, even in his, even in the state he's been in recently. I would have never put any money on Silva, but who didn't want to see a storybook ending? Exactly, man. Kevin Holland canceled out. Mike Perry, that would be a great fight. That would be a good fight. I think Holland would probably wrestle him, though, and just out-wrestle him and win the fight that way. Well, thank you, Brock. That's just kind of where I'm at. When I sit in the middle, I realize, because I grew up on the east side of the state, which is very conservative, moved to the west side where I live here, which is very liberal. So, I mean, literally polar opposites. And then you've seen both sides, and if you can try to sit in the middle, I mean, I know some people think centrist is like an ugly word, but like I try to sit in the middle. I feel like I can see the flaws on both sides, and I don't make excuses for one side or the other. You just kind of see the corruption for what it is. What do you do at 205? Who fights? Yawn. The winner of Santos and Teixeira, which I think is... If Santos beats Teixeira, I think it's definitely got to be Santos. Because he just defeated Dominic. So Dominic's going to take a while to get back. And, there's another guy in that mix too. Wyatt. I don't know if Wyatt's still out there, but Wyatt's dark horse over there, light heavyweight. I believe Kevin Holland would knock Mike Perry out. I think he beats him. I don't know how he beats him, but I think he beats him. It's kind of unfortunately, I like Perry, but I mean, somebody said it not too long ago. It's kind of an intelligence test when you fight Mike Perry. When you get up in those mid-tier fighters, which he struggles even with, like, if it's like a mid-tier fighter, not a lower tier. I mean, nobody's lower tier in UFC, but, you know, kind of lower tier in UFC. I feel like he's like barely a gatekeeper at this point. He's like in between low and mid tier. This Cowboy talked Dana into one last fight. Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, Anderson just fought at 45, so I guess not any worse, but damn. Yeah, Cowboy definitely needs to retire, darn. What do you guys think? Somebody asked what was the best Halloween movies. Oh, what are you guys going to watch after this? You know, watch any horror movies tonight? Being that it's Halloween? I just wish I would have bought some candy for trick-or-treaters so I'd have an excuse to eat some myself. We hardly get any trick-or-treaters, even on regular years. We might get one or two, but because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Just came from a haunted house. That's what my daughter's in. I'm going to watch the Office Halloween episodes. All right, Billy. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking I might watch The Stand. I've never seen it. I had it on VHS. I had bought from a pawn shop when I was a kid. And I guess I was just always intimidated by how long it is. Now I bought it on DVD. I never watched it. I'm going to sit down and watch it before they start the season. CBS is picking it up as a series, Stephen King's The Stand, so that should be fun. They've done Castle Rock. I think it's 2 seasons maybe of Castle Rock now on CBS All Access. That was incredible. I hope The Stand is just as good. Cowboy needs to at least fight rank 10 or lower. I don't want to see him on fight a top 5 again. Oh, he'll get destroyed if he does. Mike, I'll see you for the game tomorrow. Get done at work in time. All right, Billy. Sounds good. My girlfriend is watching with me. Joining my world this Saturday. Hey, friend. Hey, what's up? Shout out to you, John Brown. What's your girlfriend's name? Shout out to your girlfriend, sir. Anderson and Hall brings everybody out, right? Even though it didn't go Silva's way tonight. I know even the kids were excited about this. They said they wanted to watch it later. My daughter is at work, actually working in a haunted house tonight. Hoping Dustin pulls out so we can do Tony and Connor. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in with your man, Cheryl. I appreciate you. All right, guys. I think I'm going to get down, spend a little bit of what's left of Halloween with my family. Thanks for tuning in. Can't wait to see you and see you tomorrow. Seahawks and Niners. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later. Go Hawks.